Yesterday I did a video that was primarily because, with this whole Seeking Sister Wife thing and Crystalline and whatever, filing the restraining order and all that kind of stuff. And at first it was just Crystalline essentially saying, because she hasn't said anything, but the details of that restraining order application tell us what we need to know about what goes on in the Snowden house when the cameras aren't there, okay? So I did a video I did my last video because Vanessa posted like a whole bunch of stuff, literally backing up what Crystalline was saying, right? And when we discovered that restraining order, when I read you guys the details of the restraining order, and I said, maybe, I wonder if this is why Vanessa left, right? What else could it be, right? So then Vanessa posted all this stuff, and I did a video on that yesterday, and I'll post it somewhere in here so that you guys can actually see which video it is. But in yesterday's video, I also said that, okay, so now Crystalline and Vanessa are saying the same thing. But when you go through Taylor's Instagram, you see that there's a post there that's only a week old, and she's standing like in a driveway behind a car, and I showed you guys that. I'll put it up here somewhere. I don't even know where I am now. But she's standing there, and Dimitri has his arm around her, and he's kissing her, and she looks like, all cozy and whatever. And I was like, okay, so Vanessa and Crystalline are saying essentially the same thing. What is with the post that Taylor posted? For me, the issue with what Taylor posted is not, oh, well, she has to promote the show, and that's not my issue, because we all know that they all have to promote the show on their social media. That is not the question. The question is, given what she posted, for me, I don't know about for you guys, but for me, it created a split message, right? And in that last video, I said, if it's not happening to her, she knows that it happened to others. So I don't understand why she would post that huggy, lovey-dovey picture that essentially undermines what Crystalline said, right? So anyways, that was what I said in my last video. Why would she post this? It undermines what Crystalline said. It kind of leaves a question mark, right? It gives everyone a question mark for what Crystalline and now Vanessa was saying. Today, Taylor posted this. She posted this like 4 hours ago. It says, sick of fake news, sick of the lies, I'm nobody's enabler, throw the whole show away, # Seeking Sister Wife. Okay, and then it says, I said, WTF, I said, I know too much to be silenced. Well, welcome. You knew too much to be silenced last week. You knew too much to be silenced last month. You knew too much to be silenced before everybody had these questions, because we thought, well, if it's only happening to Crystalline, it's probably, now we have questions. How could it only be happening to her? And then we think, okay, well, that's probably why Vanessa left, because she left in a hurry, right? The second she got far enough away, she decided she wasn't coming back, which speaks volumes, right? Now, this sick of fake news, sick of the lies, where's the fake news? What fake news? Nobody is saying anything. All everyone is saying is, here's what's going on, right? Crystalline filed a restraining order, and we don't know anything else. Okay, so now Vanessa has said something. Okay, that's all we know. And in my last video, I said, if that's what's going on in that house, Taylor knows. She has to know, because there's no way, if you and I are friends and someone is abusing you in a house we both live in, there's no way I don't know. So when Crystalline filed that restraining order, Taylor would have had to know. Taylor would have had to know about the abuse, right? Even though Crystalline filed the restraining order in March of this year, which at this point is probably a month and a half ago, nobody said anything because they couldn't say anything, right? And I'm not dogging her because she can't say shit, right? Just the same way that none of them can say anything. But your Instagram posts they don't even hint that anything was wrong, right? Even though Vanessa's Instagram posts are hinting that something was wrong, now your Instagram posts are saying, I know too much to be silenced. Now you know too much. So now the three of them are saying the exact same thing. If the three of them were saying the exact same thing from the beginning, there would be no question, right? I said before, I am not saying that I don't believe Crystalline, because that's a really hard fucking thing to tell anybody, let alone to walk into a courthouse and write down, like apply for a restraining order, especially for someone who's not from this country. That's a hard fucking thing to admit. So I would never say, I think she's lying. That's some horseshit. I wouldn't say that. But when you say, like, sick of fake news, sick of the lies, what lies? The only people who would lie would be the Snowdens, and the Snowdens haven't said shit outside of a courtroom, right? Dimitri said whatever he said in the courtroom, but come on, we all know that people who abuse are liars. We know that. Just human nature. People try to cover up their shit all the time. So for her now to say, sick of fake news, sick of the lies, I'm nobody's enabler. And I did that video yesterday, y'all, saying that, you know what, that message, what she posted, no, wrong. I don't care that she posted something that, because she had to promote the show, cool, promote the show. Do you. That's your livelihood. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. But when your post creates a split message, when your post undermines what your sister has said, that's a problem. That was my issue. That was my only issue. Not, oh, well, Tayler must have known. Well, even if Tayler knew, she can't say shit. She'll get sued. So they all have to figure out a way to say, listen, this is what's happening to us. My problem with what's happening to them is that the Snowdens are on a show for which they're getting paid. And the women that are coming on the show to live with them are allegedly, I have to say allegedly, being abused. And that is some bullshit. That's my problem. And that is why, yes, to a certain degree, I agree with her post, this post that she made. I don't think they should throw the whole show away, because it is actually quite entertaining, but I definitely think they should fucking pull the Snowdens off, period. And it's not even, then here it says, cancel Sister Wife? No. Cancel Seeking Sister Wife? No. Cancel the Snowdens. Why wouldn't you just cancel the Snowdens? Why you gotta go cancel the whole damn show? Like, really? The show is, like I said, the show is actually quite entertaining, right? It's brain candy for me. Pull the Snowdens off the show, period. That's my thing. And so in this post, and you go into the comments, Vanessa's in the comments, she's tagging Crystalline in the comments. She's tagging Crystalline in the comments. She's tagging Vanessa in the comments. She's tagging, so it's like, okay, so I was kind of straddling the fence before, but I'm here now, guys. I'm here now, which is great. Like I said before, fucking welcome. It's about time. Now you're all saying the same thing. We're getting the exact same message. I wish that it was like that from the jump. But if we all have to question what's going on, because we're spending our time watching what you guys get paid to do, right? I get it, it's your life, but you also get paid to be in front of that camera. I don't know. I'm gathering that you don't get paid all that well, but you get paid, right? If it wasn't worth it to you, you wouldn't do it. So that was my issue, was with the split messaging, I'm going through alleged abuse, and but I'm hugging him and he's kissing me on the cheek and I'm looking like I'm happy about it. Yeah, that's not promoting the show. That is creating a dual message, period. It doesn't take a freaking brain surgeon to look at that post and go, okay, now I have questions, right? I get it. She can't pull it down now because it's got show promotion in the text, and I'm guessing that she can't take that down. But that was my issue. That was my whole issue. And there's a piece of me that thinks she saw that video that I did yesterday. And sometimes people do things that tell you that what you're thinking is correct. I'm just going to leave that at that. So yeah, the whole fake news thing, there's no fake news, because all anybody is reporting is that Crystalline filed a restraining order and the Snowdens are allegedly abusive. And I'm not, when I say allegedly, I'm not saying that I don't believe it, but I have to say that, right? So that I don't get sued. So yeah, that's like now Tayler is, and like Tayler and Vanessa are both chiming in on these, it's like, listen, You can say, fake news, blah, 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 throw the whole show away because why? Because the family that you stayed with was shitty? Yeah, why? This whole cancel sister wife, I'm not a fucking fan of cancel culture. I'm not. And because sometimes innocent people get caught up in it, and that is a dangerous thing. Cancel culture can be dangerous, especially when, like now, there's the show is not just about the Snowdens, right? So to cancel the whole show because of this, there are other people on that show for whom the money is useful. Cancel Seeking Sister Wife is not the answer to this whole Snowden mess. Pull the Snowdens off is probably the answer that we're looking for. But cancel Seeking Sister Wife because what? Because something was going on and you were in a family that was shitty. Yeah, cancel Seeking Sister Wife is probably not the answer. Like I said, pull the Snowdens off is probably more the answer that we're looking for. Anywho's, that's all I got. Dang, that was long. I need a drink. My name is Debbie. This is Shality TV. I will see you next time. Peace.